What's up, Tube World? It's Blue Ronin, and after about a month-long break, I'm back again with another video. Today's joint is the second part to my two-part series about my backpack guns. So, if you want to see what's inside, give me 6 seconds and we'll get into this. What's up, America? Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, it's much appreciated. I'm glad you guys taking time out of your Memorial Day weekend to come hang out with me. I'm glad to be back creating content. I've been doing some other things, dabbling in other types of content, and also waiting on parts for this particular project that I've been working on. A few videos ago, I was speaking about the need for a backpack gun, and I was asking the question, do you really need a backpack gun? And in that video, I said, nah, you don't really, I don't really think you need a backpack gun, but they're always very, very helpful to have. And in that video, I mentioned, I showed my Scorpion 9mm pistol, but I also mentioned that I have a second one, which is this one right here. And so I'm gonna, and let me just go ahead and mention that this may be, out of all the defensive tools that I have, this may be my favorite one. It's not, it's not like I've got a ton of different defensive tools at my disposal. I'm not a rich man. I'm not one of those people that can go out there and buy a new defensive tool every month, every couple of months. I've got other bills to pay. I've got other responsibilities, so I can't spend all my money on weaponry. But this just happens to be one of my favorite ones, and we'll just go ahead and get into it. Okay. So to start out with. This bag is a Maxpedition pt.2 convertible, and I absolutely love this style bag. This is the same kind of bag that I had in my first backpack gun video, and the reason that I really like this bag is that it opens in two different ways. You can open it from the top here. Okay, just unzip this section right here and pull out whatever you need to pull out from the top, or you can unbuckle your snaps here, and you can just zip right down the middle, which is what I absolutely love this feature about this bag. It just makes things really easy to access what's inside the bag, and you don't have to worry about anything getting caught as you're trying to pull it out if you're trying to pull it out from the top. So you don't have to worry about that with this particular bag. That's why I really enjoy this bag so much. It's just a great reliable, sturdy bag from Maxpedition, and I actually had to wait to get this bag because I had this particular backpack gun in a different bag. It was a good bag, but it didn't really suit my needs, so that's part of the reason why I haven't been doing as much content, because I was waiting for certain parts to come in for this particular bag. And so what I have here is the Smith & Wesson M&P pistol. Okay, now before we get started, I'm going to put an empty magazine in. Okay, so you guys don't have to worry about that. Nothing in the chamber. And this is probably my favorite one of all time, at least so far, anyways. I put a lot of time and energy into this particular backpack gun. So I'll just kind of briefly go through some of the things that I've done to it. There's probably going to be a lot of similarities from some of the other ones that you've seen that I have, but I do that in order to be consistent, because there's certain things that I like in a defensive tool, and I try to make those standard for most of my other defensive tools. So this is a 7.5 inch barrel. It's just nice and compact. I mean, for this to be a 5.56 pistol, I mean, it's just great. It's just great. You can easily use for close quarters altercations. God forbid that should ever happen, but you don't have to worry about anything getting caught up, the barrel getting caught up on corners or anything. Nice short barrel. I'll just kind of briefly go down the line of some of the things that I've added. I did put a new brace on here. I put an extended mag release, bad lever, ambidextrous, safety switch, put a new forward assist on here, a ambidextrous charging handle, an angle foregrip, rail grips, a mag pull, front sight. This is one of the newer models. You push, these are the ones that you actually push down from the middle as opposed to the side. Okay, Magpul forward sights, just a great sight from Magpul. This is a Streamlight TLR RM1 light. And I also added a Hollow Sun magnifier. Hollow Sun magnifier, and this is a Hollow Sun 510C optic. Now, one of the parts that I was waiting on was a cover. This is by Optic Guard. Okay, this is just a protective cover for my 510C. Now, I know that Hollow Sun makes a really durable optic, but this is not an EOTech. I know EOTechs are really the standard when it comes to a combat style optic, and Hollow Sun is not that, at least not yet. So I opted to go ahead and put a cover on here. Now they come in all different colors. So this is one I was really glad, kind of glad to get my hands on. Everything still functions the exact same as if the cover was not on it. You can still make all of your adjustments, elevation, windage, and also the lighting options as well. And so this is just a great cover for this particular defensive tool. And so with this folding stock, I mean, it just folds right up, and just put it into the bag, no problem whatsoever. So just a great little defensive tool. Like I said, 30 rounds of 5.56. You really can't go wrong with this bad boy. And so to go along with this, I have some other things in the bag. The first of which is a Magpul MS3 sling, just to kind of accompany that, because you never know when you're going to need a good sling. And this is another one of the things that I've been waiting on. This is a D-rig chest rig by Faust. Okay, and so they have different kinds. They have I was able to get. Luckily, I was able to get the one that holds three magazines. So this basically goes around your chest. Now I had in this bag I had another. It was a magazine holder, but it was one for your belt. So when I actually saw another content creator speaking about this particular system, so I started looking into it, and I just thought it was a great idea. It just makes everything extremely functional. Or just all you have to do is everything is just is Velcro strapped. All you got to do is so you can make all kinds of adjustments to it should you need to, and you just unstrap it. Take it out the bag, unstrap it, strap it around your chest, and you're ready to rock. And the one thing I did do was I did add a dangler with a tourniquet on here as well. Of course, just to be on the safe side. Anytime you're dealing with live rounds, you always want to try to keep a tourniquet handy. So I really think that this chest rig by Faust. Of course, as always, I hope I never have to use this thing. I really don't. The thought of shooting at anybody just it doesn't really set well with me. But I understand that we do live in America, and this is the land of the gun, and it pays to be prepared. So that's what all this is. This is just prepping. Like I said, this, you don't ever want to have to be involved in these kind of situations if we can help it. Nobody wants to be shot at, and I know I don't want to have to shoot at anyone, but that's just that's kind of where we live right now. So I think something like this will come in very handy should I need it. Also picked up these are what they call sniper's veils, and I picked this up because I live in a very green state. I live in North Carolina, And one of the great things about this particular state is that it's very green. Very green state, great fresh air, greenery everywhere. But in my mind, should there be some type of altercation that involves firearms, and I have to hit the tree line or go into the woods for whatever reason, I figure something like this would be helpful to have, just in case. I probably wouldn't need this, but if I needed to get somewhere and to lay low and to maybe regroup and to not be seen as easily, I think something like this may possibly come in handy. I don't know, but I just figured it wouldn't be a bad thing to have. So just throw this on top of you and try to lay low somewhere, and sniper's veil could possibly save your life. I hope I never have to find out, but hey, you just don't know. Also keep a pair of tactical gloves, hard knuckle tactical gloves. I spoke about this in other videos before. You just never know when you're going to need a good solid pair of tactical gloves. They have a wide variety of uses, and I always keep a pair of these in every bag I have, as I've stated in the past. So a good pair of tactical gloves. These do have the telephone, the prints, not the prints, but the fabric for to be able to use your phone effectively should you need it. And these are just a great solid pair of tactical gloves, just to have, just in case. You just never know if you're going to need something like this or not. And of course, I always have a standard med kit. I don't really have to go into why we need a med kit, but a good med kit is always helpful to have in every situation. Whether you got a firearm on you or not, it's always a really good thing to have some type of medical supplies with you at all times. You just never know. I just recently picked up something else that I'll get into at a different day, but hopefully somebody will get some use out of what I've got coming up as far as an emergency med kit is concerned. And what I do is I also try to tend to keep a few extra magazines on me. As you saw in the chest rig, that holds three magazines, and I keep 2 spares just in case. One with green tips, one without. And just because you just never know. God forbid, should you be in a heavy firefight and you're expending rounds, you definitely want to have more than what you think you may need, because anybody who's ever done a lot of shooting knows that these rounds go by very quickly, and before you know it, you're going to be out. And so always keep a couple of extra spare magazines just in case. And also keep a couple of extra packs of 5.56 ammunition. These are 50-round boxes, so I keep 2 50-round boxes on me at all times in this bag. So hopefully, I know I sound repetitive, but I hope I never have to use these things, but they're there just in case I need them. So I also keep just a spare hat, just a nondescript spare hat, nothing special. This is just a camo, just a regular standard handkerchief. It is camo colored handkerchief, but it is actually just a regular handkerchief. Because you just never know. You just never know when you may need something like this. It comes in handy. I do have just a blue gaiter. Just kind of something kind of go with the blue theme of the hat and the bag. This is a standard blue gaiter, just to kind of conceal your identity should you ever need to. Standard blue gaiter. And also keep some emergency hearing protection. I'm one of those people that chooses not to keep the headphone style hair protection in my bag, so I do keep some emergency hair protection in these tubes. One, because they don't take up anywhere near as much space as a pair of over the ear headphones are concerned. hearing protection is concerned, but I do like to keep some emergency hearing protection because of course, if you're going to be in a situation where live ammunition is being fired, whether it be at you or just in general, you always want to try to keep some hearing protection handy if you can help it. These are just a pair of shooter's glasses by Smith & Wesson. They're just nothing too fancy, but just something that I could just kind of pop on if I need to. This is just a cover for my hollow cell magnifier. These are just kind of in here, just to kind of protect the glass when not in use. So it's always a good thing to be able to have a protective cover for all your optics, whether it be a magnifier or an actual optic, doesn't really matter. But I always personally like to try to keep them covered when I can. And this is just a flip blade from Kershaw. This is actually the same one that I had in another video. So I actually transferred this knife from that other video to this particular bag because I ended up putting a different type of blade in the other bag that I showed you before. But this is still that same Kershaw, just a great little folder from Kershaw. And one of the most important things that I picked up recently is this. This is a I guess for lack of a better word, this is a light diffuser. So what this does, for those who may not know what this is, this particular one goes on top of, in front of my 507C hollow sun. And what this does is that it decreases the chances of the sun reflecting off of the glass on that optic. This is basically diffuses the glare. So I think it diffuses it up to 98%, 97, 98%. So if you happen to be laying low and the sun is in front of you, God forbid, you stand a much less chance of being seen if you have something to diffuse that light. And this just slips on the front cover. On the front, this is a front cover for that optic. You just slide it on, and I'm going to post a little short video that I took earlier today of what it looks like with this thing on, and also with the reticle as well. And so I'm just going to go ahead and let me just go ahead and tell you, it's a really bad video, very shaky. I was trying to hold my phone and hold my defensive tool, the Smith & Wesson, at the same time. So it might be a little shaky. If it is, I apologize, but I just want to try to give you guys an idea of how it looks with it on. If you're looking through your optic with this on, with your naked eye, and with the magnifier as well. But it makes a huge difference depending on what it is that you're using, whether it be your naked eye or a magnifier. So I'm going to go ahead and post that. You guys go ahead and take a look at that so you can kind of get an idea of what I'm talking about. And I also have the Coast dual function flashlight. You've probably seen these in a couple different videos. I really do enjoy these flashlights. This isn't really anything overly bright, but I think it's maybe 250 lumens, something like that. But it does have the red light function, which I really enjoy. And as always, I have a pack of batteries for everything that needs batteries. Okay, so I've got batteries for the Coast flashlight, as well as the CR123 for the Streamlight TLR RM1 gun light as well. Also keep a Write and Rain notebook. I don't have to explain this. You've probably seen this in several different videos that I've made so far. These things just come in very handy because you just never know when you're going to need to write a note, especially if it's in inclement weather. But they always come in handy. And I've got a pen in here somewhere, but I can't find it right now. I can't find it right now, but I know I've got a pencil or a pen that I normally keep in this bag. I actually see it, but I'm not going to get it right now. And so that's just a regular writing rain notepad. And as always, the Smith's two-step knife sharpener. Just a great little knife sharpener. I've spoken about this several times. I swear by these things. And I try to keep one in every bag that I have. As you guys have probably figured out by now, I'm a very baggy kind of guy. I strongly believe in bags. I think bags have so many different purposes. Because you can kind of contain everything you need in a particular bag. And in a grab and go situation, I just think a specified bag for certain things are just really, really handy to have. And so I try to keep one of these in almost every bag that I have because they just come in so handy. And so yeah, so that's it. So this is just a quick video, guys. Like I said, I know I haven't done one in a while, and so I really appreciate you guys stopping by as always. Hopefully that you've seen something that you can find some kind of value in. As always, the one thing that I say several things at the end of my videos. But the main thing is, don't be a victim. Okay, be a really, really crappy victim if you can help it. Try to go get some training. Okay, try to go get some training, especially if you're going to be using a carbine. Do yourself a favor and try to go get some kind of foundation training because it's so important. Okay, and always be prepared to protect yourself and your family. Okay, that's really what all this is about. Prepping is, at least to me, prepping is, putting yourself in a position to not have to scrounge around for things, not have to lean on other people for things. Trying to be self-sufficient and self-reliant is important to me. I hope there are, I guess I'm assuming that if you guys are watching my videos, you probably feel the same way. At least I hope so. And for those of you just getting started, please, try to put yourself in a position where you don't have to rely on anybody for some of the more basic things as far as prepping is concerned. Food storage is always great. Water storage is always highly important, and your self-defense is probably the most important, at least to me, because if you're not able to defend the things that you've acquired and defend your family, then what is all this for? Because somebody's just going to come and take it from you, and we're not having that. Nobody's taking anything, not without a fight. And so as always, thank you guys for tuning in. I'll be back hopefully next weekend. I'll make another one. Probably won't be quite as long as this one, but I'll make another video on some of the other things that I've acquired lately, and we'll go from there. All right. So as always, thank you guys for tuning in. Later.